What if I told you that some airplanes were so weird, they looked like UFOs, pancakes, or even sideways mistakes? For real! Today we're counting down 5 of the strangest aircraft ever designed, and trust me, the number 1 pick barely even looks like a plane. So stick around, because these designs prove that in science and technology, sometimes the craziest ideas actually fly. Coming in at number 5 is the NASA Ad-1, and this thing looked straight out of a sci-fi sketchbook. Instead of normal wings, the Ad-1 had a wing that could rotate diagonally during flight. Yup, literally slanted. Engineers wanted to test a concept called an oblique wing, which could reduce drag and save fuel at high speeds. Basically, while most planes fly straight, this one said, "Nah, let's tilt the whole wing and see what happens." It was a bizarre yet brilliant idea. Number 4 is the V-173, better known as the flying pancake. No joke, it looked like someone tried to fly a giant dinner plate. The aircraft was almost perfectly round and super flat. This unique design allowed it to take off at incredibly low speeds, making it useful for experimental military aviation. From a distance, though, yeah, it totally looked like a UFO, and probably caused a few double takes from people on the ground. At number 3, we've got the Caproni Ca-60, one of the wildest flying boats ever built. This massive aircraft from the 1920s had 9 wings stacked in 3 sets of triplanes. The goal was ambitious, carry up to 100 passengers across the Atlantic. But during its second test flight in 1921, things didn't go so well. The giant plane lifted briefly, then crashed straight into the water. Safe to say, the 9-wing experiment didn't exactly take off. Number 2 might be the most confusing design ever, the Blohm & Voss BV-141. This aircraft was completely asymmetrical. The cockpit sat on one side in a glass pod, while the engine and body were on the other. It looked totally unbalanced, like it was designed by 2 different people who didn't talk to each other. But surprisingly, it actually flew really well. Engineers proved that symmetry isn't always required for stable flight. It's a mind-bending piece of engineering. And number 1 goes to the Horten HO-229. This futuristic aircraft from World War II used a flying wing design, meaning it basically had no traditional fuselage or tail, just one sleek wing. Even crazier, the design reduced radar visibility, making it one of the earliest concepts similar to modern stealth aircraft. Looking at it today, it feels like something built decades ahead of its time. It's a jaw-dropping look into the past of future technology. So those were 5 of the weirdest aircraft ever designed. Which one do you think looks the strangest? Drop your pick in the comments. And if you're into wild science and futuristic tech, hit subscribe, because we've got a lot more mind-blowing innovations coming your way. Thanks for watching.